Okay, so welcome guys. Yesterday, our topic was about the pranayama and the mantra chanting. So today also we'll repeat the mantra chanting, continue, because I want every day when we start our class, so every time we chant the mantra and the prayer, so we can get the benefit by that. So after that, today we'll talk about the Shat Karma also. So how many of you know the Shat Karma? Let me see how many of you. Okay. How many of you know about Shat Karma? Hands up. Okay. Maybe most of you more, they also know, but they don't know the Shat Karma like that. Like this, like the cleansing process. Okay. Shat Karma are the 6 cleansing process. Clean our body from inside. So we'll talk about that also. Yes, Vigyasa, you know. So here also we'll talk about the in detail. So maybe this week we will talk only about the theory also, only the theory. But from the next week will be continue with the practice also. Okay. So some of you may be living outside from India, so you can see the video and you can also practice maybe in the morning or when you have free time rather than the class. So you can practice at that time also. Okay. So everyone, yesterday we do the mantra. How many of you remember? How many of you can chant? Raise your hands up. Bhuvana, good. Hinal, okay. And Nilo, Smita, no? Did you practice? How many of you do practice yesterday? See, practice is very important, okay? Each day, give only 5 or 10 minutes. आप 5 or 10 minutes दीजिए. So you can be like chant. Okay, so I will do one thing more also. Maybe today I will send you the recording also of my voice. So you can follow that voice. I think you, but okay, I will send you the small video. Maybe in the recording, it's maybe not very clear. So maybe on the WhatsApp, I will send you one recording little bit. So you can follow that one, okay? Okay, good. So we'll start with the mantra chanting. Just everyone sit down. So here also you can repeat, but first I will speak, after you will speak. Okay. Let me open and listen to you also. Okay. Okay. So now everyone just sit down first. Keep your back straight. Relax your shoulder.
Sir, please mute everyone.
Okay. Because
There
I
is
want
some
to.
disturbance.
Yes, yes, I also see the disturbance. But here I cannot listen to you. I only observe you. Okay. Okay, just very gently. Keep your back straight, relax shoulder. Keep your eyes closed. You can open your eyes if you not remember the mantra. Take deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Be relaxed, be comfortable. Yes. Om Sehna Vavatu. Sehnau Bhunaktu. Saha Viryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Avaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti. 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 Okay. Now, very gently, just open your eyes and relax. Okay, good. Okay, so now here also you have to practice every time when you have free time. So give more time. Every day, whatever you are doing, you can make the notes in your notebook. You can write according to your language also. In maybe when we talk, you can write little bit rough. And after that, you can write something, make it more clear so you can understand more easily. Okay. यस तो आप अपने नोटबुक के अंदर बना सकते हैं अपने नोट्स तो जिससे आप अच्छे से समझ सको बाद में भी okay so today we'll talk about the shat karma so shat karma is the sixth cleansing process so as you all know with the name shat plus karma so the hatha yoga described in the early Upanishad okay maybe I will show you the so you can understand more easy I open and you can watch it okay. Everyone can see now okay so here is like the yoga and shat karma so first you need to know like what is the shat karma so in the shat karma like so this is the six shat karma shat plus mein karma so shat means six and the karma means action so the six purification practice this is the sixth purification practice which makes our body clean so the different parts we can clean through this process through this cleansing shat karma so it's the set of yogic purification of the body. It's the set of yogic purifications of the body. So why we do the Shat Karma? According to the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the purpose of this cleansing technique is to keep the body strong, clean and healthy. With the help of this Shat Karma, we can keep our body clean, healthy and strong. So with the help of Shatkarma, we can remove toxins. With the help of Shatkarma cleansing technique, we can remove toxin and anything blocking the flow of prana in the body. I repeat again, with the help of Shatkarma cleansing technique, we can remove the toxins. You know, our body has some toxins, like, so we can remove that toxins and anything block the flow of prana in the body. Anything like which is coming in the blocking in our bodies, in our prana. So the practice Shatkarma purifies the body. With the help of Shatkarma, we can purify the body. So that one which makes pranayama and meditation practice easier. With the help of Shatkarma, if we do Shatkarma, so we can do the pranayama and the meditation practice more easier. So here have 6 Shatkarma I show you here. So it's the yoga and Shatkarma. It's 6 cleansing process. So number 1 is Neti. First you write down the name normal. Neti. So Neti also have 2 types. One is Jal Neti. So here you see, everyone, you see the pot of this. So Jal Neti, what is Jal Neti? Actually, a Jal Neti, it's a nasal cleansing process to clean the nasal passages. With the help of Jal Neti, we clean our nasal passages and we can remove the sinus problem. You know, some person, they have sinus problem, they have mucus inside, and every time they cannot breathe proper, every time their nose is closed. So we can remove that type of problem also. So in Jal Neti, what we do in Jal Neti, we have one pot. You can see like this type of pot. So we just take the normal water, the warm water, and we put in the pot. It's the water should be not very hot. The water should be not very cold. The normal water, warm water, and we add little salt on that water. And after that, we should do it. We can do it in the morning. After that, we put in one nostril like this. If we put here, and we have to, you can see me here. So whenever we are doing the Jal Neti, so we have one pot. So in the pot, like we just put in the one nostril and we open our mouth little bit. Like don't close your mouth, okay? Open your mouth and put it here and head little bit downside. We can do into the sitting position. Just normal, you can put your hand here. When we do practice, so you can understand more easily. So just take the neti pot, put it onto the nose and just like this, only here. If you put here and open your mouth, you have to breathe from your mouth, not from your nose, okay? Yes. So if you do here, so the water will go inside and it will come from the another nostril. Okay. So you maybe in the beginning, maybe the water come maybe after slow, but whenever you see, normally you should do in the morning, but this one you can do in the evening also. It's not like compulsory you do only in the morning because the water is not going in your stomach. So you can do in the morning and evening also. But try to do like this type of things at karma or something, try to do in the morning, it's more beneficial. Okay. So the Shat Karma, so why we do the Jalneti? Actually, Jalneti is very useful for reduce the sinus problem. Some persons, they have sinus problem. They have some mucus in their nostril and it's reduce the tension. You know, everyone say they have a headache every time they have some tension. So it's remove the tension, stress, and the dark circle. Some persons, they have dark circle because they cannot sleep good. Every time they have headache, they worry for something. And so it removes the dark circle also, and it's increase the eyesight. Some persons, they have they cannot see proper. If you continue use the Jalneti, so your eyesight is more good. And it's increase the hearing power also, listening power. Okay, with the help of Jalneti, you can listen good, like, because all the things connect, like your nose, your eyes, your ear, it's connected. So it's give more benefit to this part. Okay, so this is the Jalneti. So in the first neti, Jalneti plus Sutra Neti. So what is Sutra Neti? In the Sutra Neti, you can see we have one, I will show you the picture, you can understand more easily. Here. So here we have one rubber pot here. So this one normally we have with the thread, you know, but that one is very difficult, and if you are a beginner, so it's not easy. So normally we use the rubber one. Okay, but the traditional way we use the with the like thread, make by the thread, and after that but that one is like more difficult. So in the beginning you can try with this also. Maybe you can order or you can find somewhere. So Sutra Neti also like very beneficial for clean out the nasal and throat passages. If you have some passages in your nose and in your throat, so it's very good to clean to that. You can write little bit also. So with the help of Sutra Neti, it's reduce cold, cough, and hearing problem. If you are suffering from with a cold, if you are suffering from with a cough, and if you have some problem about the about you cannot listen good, so that type of problem also you can do. And it's also improve your eyesight. And some person, they have sensitive tissue inside the nose, like some person they have allergy, and some person they have asthma also, so it's good for them also. See, Sutra Neti or Jalneti, normally you can do it every day, okay, but try to do maybe in 1 week 2-3 times. Or if you are very busy, so try to do in 1 week maybe 1 time. Every day also the Sutra Neti, it should not be do every day, because if you do every day, so it's not okay. Maybe you can do 1 week, you can, like, according to your free time, or you can do it 1 week 1 time, it's enough. Not do every day. And after Jalneti, if you are doing Jalneti, so after finish Jalneti also, you need like all water comes out, not like you just did and you clean with the towel and it's enough. After finish Jalneti, you need like yeah. After finish Jalneti, you need all the water comes out from your nose, because if it's still in your nose, so it can go in your ear also, and it can give the problem. Yeah, Jalneti you can do every day. But after Jalneti, I told you, like every time you need to, all the water comes out from your nose. If the water stills in your nose, so maybe you can have some problem in your ear, or maybe you can, water can go in the head also, so it can give you a little problem. So every time, each time when you finish the Jalneti, you can do the Kapal Bhati, like one side, maybe both side. So if you give the pressure, so with the exhalation through your nose, the water will come out. And after that, it's normal. You can just relax, and after that, be normal. Okay. So, Sutra Neti. Yeah. So after Sutra Neti, it's come to the Dhoti. Dhoti also have two types, Vastra Dhoti and Vaman Dhoti. So Vaman Dhoti, normally we called it Kunjan also. The Vaman Dhoti, Vaman, Vaman Dhoti. Normally we called it Kunjan, Kunjal Kriya. What we do in this, I'll show you here. So this is a very good Kriya for clean and purification of the upper digestive tract. With the help of Kunjal, Vaman Dhoti, we can clean our digestion system. And why we why we clean the stomach? Because when we eat food, the food remains in the stomach for a considerable length of time. When we eat food, the food remains in the stomach for a considerable length of time. It's not like we just eat food and after that, like it's like digestion very fast. So they have also have some process, and it's take time. It take minimum 3 to 5 hours to empty the stomach. So it depends what we are doing, what we are eating. So if we eat only the fruit, it's take near about 3 hours. If we eat the roti and something, so it's take near about 7 or 8 hours, like 6 or 7, 8 hours. Like it's take long time. So after heavy meal, it's take 3 to 5 hours to empty the stomach and push the food into the small intestine. The food first will go into the small intestine, and it's depend on to the food. It's depend on to the type of the food consumed. Like it's depend like what type of food you eat before. Okay, so I told you like the different process. It depend करता है कि आप क्या खा रहे हैं. अगर आप fruit खा रहे हैं तो it will be go more faster. वो ज़्यादा जल्दी digestion होगा. It will go into the small intestine. छोटी आंत होती है जो, उसके अंदर जाएगा first food. And in the stomach, the food is mixed with enzymes and digestive juice. जो food होता है वो mix होता है enzyme और digestive जो juice होते हैं उनसे मिलता है वो. So you no need to write all the things, very small things here. When we do, I will tell you again also. So here you just know like how to do the kunjan. So kunjan also you can do in early morning when your stomach is empty. Okay, so you can do it early morning when your stomach is empty. So it's help for clean your stomach, and it's make your digestion system more clean and the immune system more powerful and stronger. So how to do it? You can do it early morning. Just wake up early morning and take the warm water, not very cold, not very hot. Normally you can take maybe near about 2-3 liter of water, and after that you have to put salt on that water, white salt. Okay, so it's the quantity of salt, it's depend like maybe you can add near about 2 liter water and 1 spoon in 2 liter water. After that you have to come into the standing position or drink the water. After drinking the water, okay, so the water when you drink, not drink very slow, just drink normal speed. Just drink 2 glass, 3 glass, 4 glass, as much your capacity until the water comes maximum. After that you have to stand up, bend your knee. One hand you can put it onto the belly, bend little front, and put the 2 fingers in your mouth. But take care your nails, and it should be clean and not very long or something. So just put 2 fingers in your mouth, and after you will feel like vomit. Yes, so after the water will come out from your mouth, so it will clean all the stomach, all the digestion system. So the undigested material, all the things, it will clean with this. So it's improve digestive system, and with the help of kunjal you can sleep good, and it's reduce extra fat from your body. Some persons they have like more extra fat, so it help for those also. Kunjan, you see, you did you see the elephant? He drink water and he throw out the water out. So it's like the same process you can do. So in the beginning maybe you need to actually no need to do every day. You can do the same, you can do it maybe 1 week one time, or maybe 2 week one time, or maybe sometime if you feel something uh, yeah, I also practice this sometime. And sometime like it's good for skin also, you know. It's because uh, if your body clean from inside, so of course your skin will be good, you will not have small dot or pimple or something. So it give more energy, more freshness to your face. So you can perform it maybe a 1 week one time, or sometime if you feel something not okay with your stomach, you know, something uncomfortable or something, so you can do that time also. But try to do in the early morning, not like you just eat food and after 2 hours you want to do the kunjan. Okay, Mahesh, samajh mein aa raha hai na? Yes, good. Okay, so you have to do this thing. You can do 1 week one time, or whenever you feel something uncomfortable in your stomach, so that time you can perform. Yes, it's reduce the pit problem also. No, I Nilu, I already tell you like no need to do every day. Okay, so you can do it maybe 1 week one time. No need do every day clean, every day clean, every day clean, no need like that. Okay, and but there have some precaution also. There have some precaution also, like the person who has some blood pressure problem, someone have blood pressure, BP, high blood pressure, and some they have like the pregnancy issue and the menses periods dates, and some they have the abdominal surgery something, if someone is surgery something, so that time also, and hernia, so we need to avoid this one, because when we do the vomit it's give more pressure onto the stomach also. So maybe when we do, we will talk about this more also. Okay. So after this, then Jalneti also person can't be. What you said. Circumlucid, then Jalneti also. See, no, actually, Jalneti, we can do Jalneti because of not about salt, because in Jalneti, water not go inside, okay? This is different. Jalneti, water only go in this nose and come from this. It's not go downside, inside your body. So we can put the salt in Jalneti. So don't worry for that if someone have some problem about if they eat salt, they feel some problem. So only because in Kunjan, you can do Kunjan if someone have something blood pressure or something, but without salt. Okay, no need to put too much salt and do it. And too much salt, if you put, the water will be digest by your body more faster. So put little bit salt only, just clean. In the beginning you can put salt, and after you can do without salt also, no problem. In this salt is not very compulsory. Sometimes you can add salt, sometimes you can do without salt if you want to practice like every day or something in 1 week. Okay, so in Neti, like this one is the Jala Neti. So one have more about the Sutra Neti. Sorry, which one? Dhoti, sorry. It's the Dhoti, it's the Vaman Dhoti, and one is the, which one, next one? See, in our practice, we will do this one. It's the Vastra Dhoti. In Vastra Dhoti, have a small piece of clothes, like this one, not this one, but more bigger, like this side, this type of size, near about double than this. Okay, the dhoti is made by like the same like the dhoti we use in the village or something, you see. So like something like the clothes is very soft and easy to so in this we have to take clothes, make it warm, make it boil it first, and after that we have to eat, we have to swallow that that one, that the clothes. Okay, so the length is can be near about 20 to 25 meter feet or meter. It should be like little bit longer. So in the early morning, like we have to eat it and go inside our body, and after that we have to put it out. So it also clean all the things inside your food pipe and all. But for this in 200 hours we will not do that one because it's a little difficult and you need more time for that. So maybe in the 300 hours we will perform that one also. So but this time we do only the Vaman Dhoti Kunjan Kriya, and next one is the Tratka. So what we do in the Tratka also, it's you can say it's like the candle flame meditation. You can do Tratka, it's good for your eyes, you know. So Tratka is a Hatha yoga method to develop concentration. Why we do the Tratka? You can write it like the blinkless gazing. Yeah, blinkless gazing. Blinkless gazing mean when we concentrate our mind at one place. It can be a candle, it can be a small point, or it can be anything. You just watch and without close your eyes. blink less. Okay, so just continue watch at one place and concentrate your mind, concentrate your body only for that place. So it help to develop concentration. So the concentration you can make at one point, you can make on candle, anything, but here we will do with candle. So the practice of Tratka is based on the scientific fact. That the movement of the eyeballs can reflect our thinking process. So when we concentrate our thoughts, our thoughts are focused on a particular subject. So the stray thoughts become less or may even vanish. So you see, like whenever we are doing the meditation, if we see at one place without like close your eyes and something, if we see and concentrate at the one place, so we will not have many thoughts. If we have thoughts, maybe the thoughts will little, because we are concentrating only at one place. So that's why it's help to make concentration. If you want to go to the meditation, so you can perform this one. So it's very good. So when we are doing the Tratka, so if we forcefully gaze at one particular point, we can induce a steady, concentrate mind. Our thoughts will become less, and the how to do. Yeah, actually, when you are doing the Tratka, so blinkless gazing, so you can do it like with the candle flame also. So for that, you can sit in a relaxed way, or you can sit in a chair, you can sit onto the floor, and after that you should have keep a burning candle in front of you. So you can put the candle in front of you at the level of your eyes, in front of your eyes. So the level of your candle and of your eyes, it should be the same, so that you can gaze straight at the flame without tittling the head up and down. You don't need to put your head down, or you don't need to put your head up. अपने सामने रखनी है. You have to put candle. आपको जो candle है वो अपने सामने रखनी है. You can take candle, you can take diya and anything, something. And after that, just make the body steady. So like if you have one candle, you have to you can take one table or something, or you can take one big pot. You can put the candle on that, just put in front of you. Just sit in normal position, and Sukhasana, lotus, half lotus pose, something. Just sit down in the same normal position, relax back, relax shoulder, everything. And after that, take inhale, exhale 2-3 times. And after that, you just gazing to the flame. So whenever you are gazing the flame, just open your eyes, concentrate your mind, and try to gaze, try to see the flame of the candle with open eyes. and with the between here, not like something you are watching and sometimes you see right, sometimes you see left, sometimes you look down. You try to concentrate at one place only. Okay, so after that what will happen, like if you are concentrating your mind at one place, if you are concentrating your mind at the flame, so what will happen, your mind will be focused at one place, you can concentrate, the thoughts will less. Yes, you need dark place for that. It's not like all things opening, lighting opening, and you put candle and it's, you cannot concentrate good if you everything you have very light or something. Just close little bit dark, and then you can do more better. So what will happen when you do the flame candle flame meditation? So whenever you are doing this thing, so you just remove your thought, don't think outside world, just concentrate your mind at one place only in the candle, or only at the one place you can choose. Maybe you can choose one place you can put in front of you and sit, and try to see it, watch it with your third eye between the place, like here. And what will happen when you will continue watch it for 2 minutes 3 minutes, what will happen, so you will see the color in the flame, or maybe you will have a experience like the flame, it's become longer, it's become lighter, you can see one flame, two flame, three flame, different flame. So you concentrate in one place, and after that if you watching continue, so what will happen more, if the thoughts will last, and you can concentrate your mind. And after that if you continue watching, continue watch without like blinkless gazing, so the water comes out from your eyes. Okay, the tears you say, but it's the water is like the, it's the same like toxin coming from your eyes. So all the negative things or something, it comes out from your eyes, so it gives you more freshness. So while doing this thing, maybe in the beginning you can have little bit feel like something like the, what we call it, like something chilly, like you feel something uncomfortable, you know, you feel something uncomfortable, आपको starting में थोड़ा सा uncomfortable लगेगा, maybe you want to close your eyes, but try to open your eyes as much you can until the tears comes from your eyes. So what we'll do after 2-3 minutes, just close your eyes, observe your body, observe your mind, and whatever you are feeling, just think on that thing only. So you will feel more relaxed, you will feel more calm down. So whenever you will do this thing, you will have more experience, you know, only talking experience you cannot. When you feel the same thing, you will feel the experience, like if you are doing the tratka, so what type of experience you are getting. So जब हम करेंगे, that time you can understand it more easily, like whatever the thoughts, whatever the things you are coming in your mind, and it gives you more relaxation, it gives you more calmness, and it's make you more concentrate. So after this also you can do the meditation. If you are doing meditation practice, so you can start with the tratka. So after that we have the Kapalbhati also. All of you I think know also Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati is a breathing technique which means skull shining. And Kapalbhati also called breath of fire. So Kapalbhati is also a very good process to cleanse the Kapalbhati is not complicated. And in this Kapalbhati, we just do the forcefully breathing. We just concentrate onto the exhale. So whenever we do the exhale, our abdomen will go inside. It's a forcefully exhale. So Kapalbhati is also, it's a good breathing technique, and it's good for those like who want to reduce fat, and more than 80% of disease you can remove through the Kapalbhati. So the regular practice of Kapalbhati is also beneficial for belly fat loss. And the technique involves forceful breathing, and it's strengthen our lungs and increase its capacity. Strengthen the lungs and increase the capacity. And with the help of Kapalbhati, it's increase blood supply to various parts of the body. Because when we do the Kapalbhati, we have like more oxygen, so it's give more blood supply to the various parts, different parts. And it activates the brain cell and improve memory and concentration power also. And the regular practice of the Kapalbhati brings a natural glow onto the face. So how to do the Kapalbhati? The simple, so you can sit in normal position. You can sit in the any comfortable pose. You can sit in Padmasana also. So like the same, like when you are doing the Kapalbhati, your back should be straight, not like squeeze your back or something. See, I'm telling you, wait me. So you just sit in Padmasana. You can sit in the Chin Mudra, you can sit just normal. Relax shoulder, you can keep your eyes closed also. So what we have to do in the Kapalbhati? In the Kapalbhati, we have to forcefully breathe out. Okay. So how to do, if you are a beginner, if you don't know how to breathe out, so you can have idea. Yeah, wait me, I'm telling you, Himanshu. So suppose like you have dust in your hand and you have to remove that dust. Okay. अगर आपके हाथ में कोई गंदगी है, you have to remove it from your toes. So how you will do? You can have experience, everyone. Like if you put here, have some dust on your hand, so like this. So you have to do the same thing. Okay, but when you are doing this thing, your belly will go inside, like. So in the beginning, maybe some of them it's little bit difficult. So for that, you can use your one hand. So whenever you are doing the exhale, your belly should go inside. Don't take inhale. Inhale will automatic. Exhale from the nose only from the nose. Okay, exhale only from the nose. So the round you can do it in the beginning, maybe 2 seconds one time, just slow, slow, slow. After you can increase the speed also, more faster. Okay, but in the beginning you do it like slow with same speed, and after that you can increase the speed also. So Kapalbhati is also very good. You can do it early morning. It's more beneficial. You can do it in evening also, but after eat food, maybe after about 4 to 5 hours after digestion food. Okay, what you ask? Yes. So with Kapalbhati also have some precaution. So the person who have some surgery, the person who has some abdominal problem, the like stomach pain, ulcer, the pregnancy, or so some person they have a little bit like blood pressure problem, so they also need to avoid. Okay, you just do it normal speed. If you do more faster, so the blood of course, like if someone have the high blood pressure, so they also need to they can do anulom vilom, it's good for them. But for that, because if in Kapalbhati, when we do the Kapalbhati, so we have more oxygen, so our blood flow is more faster. Okay, so you need to avoid. And lower back person, they can do the Kapalbhati, because if you have some lower back pain, you can push, you can sit with the wall. So but only you need little back straight. You can use pillow also under your hip or near to the back, or you can sit with the wall, or you can sit onto the chair also. If very problem, you can sit onto the chair also. You can sit in Vajrasana pose also. Yes, Himanshu, you can sit in Vajrasana. Any comfortable pose, just only your back should be straight. आप चेयर पे भी बैठ सकते हैं, आप वज्रासना में भी बैठ सकते हैं, आप पद्मासना में बैठ सकते हैं, सुखासना, कोई भी आसन हो, but not like this. Okay, your back should be straight. Yes, exhale from your nose only. See, we take the Kapalbhati in Shatkarma because it's a cleansing process. So that's why we take it. In the Hatha Yoga, we take it in the cleansing process. So some person, they say, oh, it's like come in pranayama and in come in this also. But normally, according to the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, they Kapalbhati, it comes into the cleansing process. So everyone know how to do it? Show me, Nilu. Wait, I will mute all. Okay, try. Everyone will try a little bit. I want to see you how you are doing. Yes. Hmm. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, Geeta, you do. Continue. Yes. Yes. So you need to concentrate, only exhale. And when you exhale, your abdomen will go in. Okay, it's good. Pronita, yes. What are you doing? You do? Okay, no problem. Okay, so whenever we will do the practice, so we can talk more about this. So in this have a, see in when we do this one, have one more thing. I will teach you this thing also. It's called like the Jal Kapal Bhati. It's called Jal Kapal. So what we do in this the water, it comes from your nose. We take the water in our mouth and the water come out from your nose. So the benefit is, this is the benefit of Jal Kapal is the same as जलनेती. इसके जो बेनिफिट है वो सेम होते हैं जलनेती के लाइक. So it's also helpful for reducing sinus problem, tension, stress, dark circle. It's also increase your eyesight and the hearing power.
Bluetooth mode.
So in the Jal Kapal, what we do, in the Jal Kapal also we make the water same like Jalneti. We make the warm water. Water should not be cold, okay? Not be very hot, not be very cold. The normal water, warm water, and you can add little bit salt on that, because when we add salt, the water is like easily can come out. So in this, like the glass of water, you just take the water in your mouth, full of your mouth of water, like this, okay? And after that, we have to make lock. We have to make lock here and press out, breathe out through your nostril. When we do that time, you can understand more good, because we do the practical. So take water in your mouth and then inhale normal and then exhale from your mouth. So sometimes suppose like if you don't have Jalneti, so you can perform with this thing also, it's more easily. So then the water will come out both of your nostril. ऐसे पानी आएगा ऐसे outside. See how much water is depend. You can do it 5 times, 10 times, 15 times. But the water we take in our mouth, it like full of mouth, full, very full. Not like little bit. पूरा भरा हुआ होना चाहिए आपका मुंह, क्योंकि पूरा भरा होगा तभी पानी आएगा उसके अंदर. So first we have to take that water until our here. Make lock. Water should not, in the beginning, maybe the little water will go in your body also, in your stomach also. But try to avoid. We have to make lock here, bandha here, and then exhale from your nostril. Then the water will go out. So don't worry, all of you can do this one also. This one is difficult than Jalneti. But if you know the technique little bit in one time, and you can perform easily, maybe after 2-3 practice, you can perform it. So after you will not forget. If you remember one time, so after you will not forget. So how many of you want to do this one? Okay, everyone want to do. Okay, good. So it's good, like it's very good. Sometime you can perform it, and even you don't have Jalneti, you also don't need to worry. You can perform normal and you can show. And it's look good. It's look like magic. If you do in front of someone, so they say, oh wow, you are doing this thing. It's look like very like effective and impressive. But we don't care about impressive or effective, but only we care it's effective. It's good for you. It's also clean the your nostril, and it's give you the relaxation. You can sleep good. If you have some headache and something, you can remove. The same benefit like the Jalneti, same benefit, everything. Okay. So see here have one more Shatkarma. It's like in the beginning I told you. Nyoli Kriya is also come, but for the Nyoli Kriya also, I show you the Nyoli Kriya. Here. This one, you see? So in this Nyoli Kriya also, this Nyoli Kriya we do early morning in the empty stomach, and The Noli Kriya is massage all the organs in abdomen, stomach, liver, bladder, pancreas, intestine, all the things. Noli. So the Noli Kriya is a technique for abdominal massage in Hatha Yoga. So the person who is doing Noli, they can maintain good health. But for mastering this technique is not easy for beginner. You know, it's take time. It's take me about maybe 1 month or 20 days. It's depend on you. Like if some person have very fat on their abdomen, on their stomach, so for them it's more difficult. So it's take maybe one month or 3 month practice. So this one also will practice more in the 300 hours. You can unmute yourself. Mute on. Okay. So about the Noli, like it's good for massage all the organs like liver, bladder, stomach, pancreas, intestine. So what we do Noli in the early morning, you can perform it. So for that you can perform in the standing position. Just bend your knee and put your hands onto the knee. Like if you here, put your hands onto the knee. Like first inhale and after exhale out. Breathe in, then breathe out. All the breathe out. Inhale and exhale. All the breath out, and after you have to like contract your all the muscles, and you have to concentrate on this part. So what will happen, the like the same you can see in the picture, like this part, it will come like this. So Noli also have 3 types. The like the Madhya Noli is in the between. You can write the types of Noli. Madhya Noli, this one is into the middle. You see, this is into the middle. And one is Dakshina Noli. Dakshina, you can say it's come into the side, this side. So how to do the Madhya Noli? So for doing the Madhya Noli, you can stand with feet, open your feet little bit apart, knees your bend. Okay, wait me. First you concentrate only to the Madhya Noli. Madhya means between. Madhya. Madhya is the word. Okay, I write you here. Wait. Madhya Noli, between. So we can do it in the standing position, like open your legs little bit, bend your knees, and put your hands holding the thighs. अपनी thighs को hold करना है दोनों हाथों से. And after that, you have to take a deep breath, and then force the breath out with the hissing sound. आपको breath लेना है. After you have to yes, like the Agnisar, like the, but in the Agnisar we do, after breathe out we do belly in and out, but here you not only breathe out only. And after that, all breath go out. You have to contract the belly inward and upward. This one. And inward and outward. So it's called Udyan Bandha also. See, you can hold it for until you can hold the breath. You know, you can hold the breath until you can hold the breath. You can perform it. So this thing also, when you will perform, then that time you have better experience. Only by the speaking, like you will not understand. So this is the Madhyanoli and the Dakshina. Dakshin, you know, we have like Purav, Paschim, Uttar, Dakshin. In Hindi we say. Dakshina, Dakshin, you can say Dakshin, Dakshinanoli. See, this one is like, I will tell you little bit, but you can practice in your free time. But normally we do this thing in the 300 hours, because here we need more time and we need to give more time, because it's not easy. If you'll try, so also maybe you cannot perform, because it's little difficult and you need more time for this thing. So the Dakshina Noli, and the last one is the Vamanoli, like right and left side. You can say like right side, left side, and into the middle. Vamanoli. Yeah. So you only should know, like Noli is also a cleansing process. It's massage all the organs in abdomen. So we also do the Noli. And one is last, is have one more. It's called the Basti. You know, actually Basti is also a cleansing process. Basti. But instead of Basti, we will do something different. Because Basti is like, it's not easy. We will do the Shank Parshalan. We'll not do the Basti. So why we do the Basti? Actually, Basti is an important Shatkarma, yogic purification, intending to clean the lower abdomen, especially the colon. Colon, colon, to clean the colon. In the simple words, you can say like Basti is like the Hatha Yoga method of performing an enema. And with the help of Basti, we can remove toxin and cooling the body. And this thing we use in Ayurveda and we use in naturopathy also. So for the how to do the basti, like when we breathe is in this note have anything about breathe. In basti, like we have to sit in a tub. You can say you can sit in a tub with filled of water. एक tub होता है जैसे उसमें पानी भरा होता है. A tub filled with water, and the water should reach up to the navel. Water level is near to the level. Normally we do the practice in the river or in the gentle flow of water, but we cannot go into the river or something. So for this process you have to bend forward and put the hands onto the knees into the sitting position, into the standing position if you are doing into the river or someone. So here you have to draw in water from the anus into the large intestine. For this thing we need more practice. See, I show. Okay. See, for the basti, like what we do in basti, like normally we perform into the water. So in basti, like we can stand and we have to take the water from the anus. So this is very difficult. Normally, I think I also never try this one. Normally, also I try the Shankar-Shalan. So, but some of yogis, like they can perform it. For this, you need more hard work. You need more practice for that thing. So here you have to take the water from the anus and it's come into the large intestine, and you have to hold that water for a short time, and after that you have to put out all the water. So it's clean all the small intestine, large intestine. So the same process we will do in this practice. It's called Shank Parshalan. Shank Parshalan, you know the Shank, what is Shankha? You know the Shankha? So in Shankha also, like in the Shank Parshalan, we take the water, warm water, add with salt, and for the taste, yes, conch. For the taste, you can add lemon also. Okay, so you have to drink it early morning when your stomach is empty. So that time you can drink maybe 2-3 glasses of water. After that, you have to perform some exercise like side bend, twisting, tadasana, and simple like postures. So the water can easily digest and through the body, small intestine, large intestine, and then after that, do the 3-4 round for this thing. Like drink water. Do here we have schedule like some postures. You have to follow that one. Okay, not like you are doing something jumping or something you are doing. Not do that thing. And after 2 glass water, you just perform some asana practice, something twisting and side bend. After that, again sit down and again drink water 2 glass and again perform, and after that again. Okay, so here have 2 types: Laghu Shank Parshalan and Dirgh Shank Parshalan. Laghu is small and Dirgh is big. Laghu. Shankha. Yes, Laghu Shank Parshalan, and the another one is Dirgha. Dirgha Shank Parshalan. So have 2 types. In Laghu, like it's a short. So most of persons in the beginning, if someone is beginner, they can go with the Laghu Shank Parshalan. So you can perform it 2-3 months one time. But the Dirgh Shank Parshalan, you have to give a gap more, maybe 5 months or 6 months. Not like you should not perform like every week or every month. Okay, so you can perform it maybe 3-4 months is okay. Give at least gap. If you are doing the Dirgh Shank Parshalan, so you can do it 3-4 months one time. So what will happen when we will drink the water and it will digest by your stomach, go into the small intestine, large intestine, and after that the water will go out from the anus, and water will go out, and in the last the color of water will be the same, the water you drink. It's mean your all the things, all the intestine, it's clean everything. So it's clean, it's make your digestion system more stronger, and it's if your digestion system is strong, so it's increase the immunity power also. You can fight more with the sickness if you have something disease, so it's good for them also. But the precaution also should be the same. the blood pressure problem, surgery, menses, and we need to take care about the meal also, like if we are planning to do the Sangparshalan, so before 1 day or 2 day, try to eat the light food, not heavy food. Okay, try to eat the khichdi or something. You can eat some khichdi, or you can eat something light food, not the fast food, not alcohol, not drink wine or something. Okay, so whenever you are doing to plan a Sangparshalan before 1 or 2 days, you just eat the light food, easy food. And after also, after doing Shankarsalan for 1 day at least, minimum 1 day, you need to eat only the khichdi. You can add some like the ghee also. Just light food, not like you just finish your Shankarsalan and you are drinking coffee, tea, and you are giving very heavy food, fast food, something. Yes, and drink alcohol or something, like don't avoid all the things which is bad for our body. Okay, because when the machinery is clean everything, so you need give the good thing so they can be like more stronger, and with the help of this you can make your digestion system stronger, so you will feel more hungry. You can your digestion system will work more good. And after finish the Shankarsalan 45 minutes, you can eat the khichdi after 45 minutes, not like you finish very fast and you eat something. And the quantity of khichdi also should be like sufficient quantity, not very less and not very heavy, not very a lot of like normal quantities. And about the precaution, like when you are doing the Shankarsalan, so you can take shower before, don't take shower after. Okay, after Shankarsalan don't take shower, need gap at least 1 to 2 hour. You can take shower before, and after do the Shankarsalan you can lying down into the Savasana for 30 to 45 minutes, but don't sleep, because if you will sleep, so maybe you can have headache or maybe you can have a cold also. See, whenever you are doing the Shankarsalan, so all the things like it's clean, and you need take rest also. And the day when you are doing the Shankarsalan, that day you have to take rest, like not like you are doing, because the same day you will feel little weakness in your body. Okay, the same day you will feel weakness in your body, but after that you will feel more active after that day. Only 1 day. Whenever for the Shankarsalan, you should have a like free day. All day you are free, not going outside in sun or something. You need free time. So maybe on the weekend or sometime when you have free time, you can perform the Shankarsalan with a plan. Not like, oh, today, okay, I will do. Make plan, okay, next week I will do Shankarsalan. And before that day, just eat light food, normal food. And next day also after do, eat khichdi and normal things. You should know everything. So after drinking the water like 2 times, 3 times, when you feel you want to go the toilet, so just go to the maybe after the third round. After the third round, maybe you go to the toilet and see like if there is any movement of the bowels, like okay. and don't do fast or something. Don't think, oh, water is not coming, we drink more water. Just relax, be relaxed. Of course, if you drink water, the water will come out, because sometimes the water need the time for digest. Okay, some person they can digest more faster, some person they can digest more longer, but at least 30-40 minutes the water will come out, so don't worry for that thing. So sometime you will not have pressure, so you can drink like 1-2 glass water. The food you are committing. See, about the food, I'm recommending like the khichdi. You know, khichdi it's made by the rice. You can add something um, yellow powder. We called it haldi. Yes. So yellow powder, little bit salt you can add in that, and you can add ghee also, little bit ghee. Okay. But take care, like who have a little bit problem about with ghee, some blood pressure persons and some patient they have heart problem or something. Add little bit, not too much. But for the normal person, for first time, they can add little ghee also, because ghee it's make the intestine gives more like it's chicken heart को क्या बोलते हैं? Yeah, so that one, that thing, like it's good. Like, so whenever like we have some machinery or something, so it's work good, sticky, greasy. Yes, greasy, not sticky. Grease. It's work like the grease. So whenever our अगर अपनी motorcycle or something is cycle के अंदर भी अगर खत्म हो जाता है चैन के अंदर, so we put grease, we put oil something to make they work more good. So for that thing also you can add little bit ghee in that. So it's it's very beneficial. After doing you will feel very light, maybe and you will feel very active, you will feel very fresh, and after that you can sleep good. If you have some headache, tension, you will remove all the tension you can remove through this. So it's a very good kriya. Yeah, I perform like normally also, before also, like in my online courses, many of students they are learning with you also, so they also perform already. Yes, many of them they also performed already. So it's a very good process. You can clean your all the stomach, small intestine, large intestine cleaner. And this is the time of COVID, everyone. So at least one time everyone need to be clean your digestion system, make it more stronger. Eat good food, eat healthy food, drink juice, drink fruit, drink vegetable juice, and don't eat too much. Don't eat fast food, avoid oily things, avoid cold things. Take care of your health. Okay, so these are the 6 we already talked about all. So in neti, how many type of neti? Wait, I open it so I can talk with you. Mute all and okay. So how many type of Shatkarma cleansing process?
6 types.
6. Number 1.
Neti, Jala
Number
and
1 is neti.
Sutra.
Yes. So in neti have Jala neti and Sutra neti.
Sutra Neti.
Both know what is Jal neti, what is Sutra neti. Jal neti have
Jalnet
oat,
is
and Sutra
it is
neti
hot.
have thread.
Yes.
With the help of thread.
Yes. So the second one is dhoti.
Dhoti.
One is dhoti,
Vastra dhoti and
Vastra dhoti
Vaman.
and Vaman dhoti.
Vaman.
Yes. So Vastra dhoti and Vaman dhoti. In this practice, in 200 hours, we will do the Vaman dhoti. We
It
will
is
not do the
called
Vastra
Kunjal
dhoti.
also.
So Vaman dhoti, we called it Kunjan also. So like the vomiting from your mouth, drink water, all the process Okay. Third one is
Lori Katka.
Pratika. Good for eyes, good for concentration, good for everything you can concentrate good. So Tratka also we will practice in our this YTTC. And the next one is Nyoli.
Gauli.
Yeah, Kapalbhati also, Nyoli also, you can say anyone. So Nyoli also, I will tell you how to do it. You can practice also, but it's need more time. Okay. It's up to you if you can perform, but it's need more time, more concentrate. So you'll not spend many time for Nyoli. So here we do, after this have Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati practice, of course, we will do on weekend. Kapalbhati. And the last one is Basti. But instead of Basti, we will do the Shankh-Prakshalan.
Sanprakshalan.
So Shankh-Prakshalan also have two types, small and large.
Large.
Okay. So in small, we use the maybe the 7, 6, 7, 7, 8 glass water maximum, 7 or 8 glass. But the in Dirga, in the big one, long one, we can drink 12 glass, 13 glass of water. Like, you see, you drink water, you go toilet. Drink water, go toilet. It's not worry about it will come from your mouth or something. If it's come from your mouth, so it will be Kunjan, Vaman Dhoti. So this is different. So whenever you are performing, just take care what you are going to do. Okay. So if you are practice for the Shankh-Prakshalan, not like you drink water and you do the Kunjan. Make your mind, prepare your mind, whatever you are doing. What is the difference between yoga and Hatha yoga?
Simple yoga and hatha yoga. Why do we call it?
See, Hatha yoga is like it's a very big. If I talk on this, it's take very long time, and it's already 8 a.m. So don't worry, I will tell you after also. So okay, everyone. So this is the Shat Karma.
Sir,
Now
sir,
have
one
8.
question.
Yes.
Sir, age. What is the age to start this kriyas?
See,
Karma,
for
Jal
if you
Neti.
for Jal Neti you can perform. See, Sutra Neti I'll not say, but for the Jal Neti, kids more than 12 years of age, they also can do the Jal Neti. Sometimes because small kids they also have some problem in their nasal something. So the small kids also they can perform with the Jal Neti, but not with the Sutra Neti. Dhoti, of course, they cannot do. Kapalbhati, of course, Neoli also. Shankh-Prakshalan also they no need do. But the age more than 16 year, 17 year, they can do.
Okay.
Small kids, their digestive system always like good, like they don't worry about it because they are healthy, they eat good food.
Mostly they are having cold only. So Jal Neti is better.
Yes. So okay, everyone. So you have now 25 minutes more gap break. So just take rest little bit, drink water and maybe drink teas little bit, something, eat one banana or something. After that we will go for the advanced practice. So see you guys again, see you after 30 minutes. So thank you so much. Namaste. Hari Om. Thank you.
Hari Om.
Yeah, welcome.